My name's Mike Morris, and this is for my computer technology class. Today I've been asked to teach a lesson and incorporate technology using the U1A1 platform. What I thought I would do, I'm a high school English teacher as well as a high school basketball coach. And I haven't had a classroom for English in a while, but I have been coaching basketball, so I figured I would teach you how to shoot a free throw. Basically, for those of you that don't know basketball or don't know what a free throw is, a free throw is an extra shot that's awarded to a player after they are either fouled in the act of shooting or are fouled and their team fouls have exceeded 7 fouls for the half of basketball, whether it be the first half or the second half. Each team is allowed 7 fouls, and then they enter into a bonus where the next foul that's committed will result in a one-on-one situation. A one-on-one situation is where a person goes to the free throw line, they're given one shot at a free throw, which is a 15-foot shot, undefended. If they make the first one, 1-on-1, they obviously get an additional shot. And then the defense is allowed to play defense after that point. The ball changes possession after the free throws, and the other team is awarded the ball. Now again, a free throw is an undefended shot, meaning the player stands there, the referee hands them the ball, they shoot the ball, if they make it, they get the points. If they don't, if it's 2 shots, they're awarded another shot. If it was a 1-on-1 and they miss, the other team, whoever gets possession of the ball, takes over. Now, a couple of little basics about a free throw. For me as a coach, it's one of the most important things your team needs to do well if you want to be successful, if you want to win basketball games. A lot of times games are decided by 1, 2, 3 points, and teams will shoot anywhere from 5 to 35 free throws in a game. And those free throws, those 1-point shots, can make a difference. The teams that can make them win games. Guys that can't make them have strategies built around them, such as Hack-a-Shack, where Shaquille O'Neal back in the 90s and the early 2000s would be fouled just so they would send him to the line because they knew he could not make a free throw. Today, hopefully, maybe if Shaq would have talked to me years ago, I could have solved his problems, but today I'm going to try and teach you how to shoot a free throw. So a few basics, first of all. Ball position. When you're shooting a free throw, you need to, or shooting any shot for that matter, that's a jump shot, you need to hold your hand with your right hand behind the ball, propping the ball up on your fingertips, space in between the palm of your hand and the ball. You want to see these 2 fingers line up with the lines on the ball. You take your off hand, whether it be your left hand if you're a righty or your right hand if you're a lefty, and you make a T with your 2 thumbs. There's the T. Now I'm not really holding the ball with this hand, I'm just going to use it to guide the ball. So basically what else you're looking for is you're looking for a C. You see the C here? You always tell your students you're looking for a C. When they get in that body position, ready to shoot a free throw, there's a C that's made out with their hand, the ball, and the shape of their arm. The next thing they need to remember is to keep their elbow in. When you're shooting a free throw, you want your elbow in. You want there to be a straight path going through the center of your body all the way to that rim. Elbow in, hand behind the ball. Your base. You want to have a great solid base for shooting the free throw. I like to have my athletes, when they are lining themselves up with the rim, take their big right toe, if they're right-handed, and put it right dead center in the middle of the free throw lane. They point that toe to the middle of the lane, to the middle of the basket, set up, both feet facing forward, about shoulder width apart, hand, and next is the body motion. It's great, we've got our position for our hands, we've got our position for our body. Now what do? How do we shoot this ball? Well, a lot of people like to take what's called a jump shot. And a jump shot is when you shoot the ball and you jump at the same time to propel yourself up. Tough with shooting a free throw to shoot a jump shot because there's a lot of room for error when you're jumping and you're adding a whole other level of motion into what's happening in the shot. On a free throw, you want to keep everything as still as possible. You want to take all of your power from your legs. Again, shoulder width apart, squatting down, bending at the knees, elbow in, hand position. Now you want to make your body and your weight go perfectly straight up, maybe leaning a little forward. You do not want to have your weight going backwards. So you start here, you push up, hand passes through your face. Watch how my face disappears here as I have my elbow in and I bring the ball up for the shot. Face disappears, you push up, push through with your fingers, and make backspin with the ball. The ball should spin backwards as you hit it. Your offhand, again, is there strictly to guide the ball. You're not going to shoot it with two hands. You're not going to propel it with two hands. The right hand will simply push the ball up, give it the proper rotation, give it the proper height and the proper power. The power comes from your legs and up. I will show you one time with just shooting straight up in the air. Down, base, and up. A little off to the left, but the ball still traveled up between my face and the camera there, so you can see my face disappear. The ball is spinning backwards, and I finish what we call finishing high. Sometimes shooters that are really good and they're real cocky after they shoot a shot, they'll just leave it up there. That's what we call it, leaving it up there. Just to show them that look at my pose, look at how good my form is. The ball goes in, it all works out. Now again, the free throw, undefended, but still one of the harder shots in basketball to make. It's a 15-footer. The basket is 4 feet in from the baseline, and it's a 15-foot shot. Now granted, we're not in an official gym, but this is about 15 feet. Again, when I come to the line, much like a putter or a golfer, when he's putting the ball, you have a routine. You want to develop a routine because you are doing something that should be like clockwork to you. There should be muscle memory involved. Everything you do should be the same every single time. There's nobody guarding you. The conditions aren't going to change. It's always going to be a 15-footer. The rim is always going to be 10 feet. Those are constants. What you do now needs to be keep your body and your shot a constant as well. Again, when I come to the line, I throw the ball up, I get balanced, I take 3 dribbles every time. Big breath, exhale, and swish every time. Well, maybe not, but most times. Again, remember, body position is key. Am I squared up to the basket, meaning are my feet the same distance apart from the basket? Is my right foot or my shooting side lined up with the center of the basket? Because that's where we want the ball to go. When I'm there, is my body balanced? I'm not leaning from one side to the next. I'm not falling backwards as I shoot. I'm not falling over the line, committing a foul as I go over the line on the free throw line. So again, to the line, see the rim, 3 dribbles, elbows in, hand position. I'm going to push up through the front of my face, leave my hand up high, pushing through with my first 2 fingers, my index and my middle finger. Big breath, exhale, and shoot. And again, like any skill in basketball, repetition is key. The more you practice, the better you will be. A quick review again. Free throw, 15 feet from the rim. Rim is 10 feet high. You are given either 1 shot for a made basket and a foul, 2 shots when you are fouled on the shot, or you can be awarded bonus where you are fouled, not in the act of shooting, but your team fouls for the half have exceeded 7 fouls. There's also a double bonus where if your team's fouls have exceeded 10 fouls, then you get an automatic 2 fouls instead of the 1 and 1. Again, it's like a putt. It's also like maybe a penalty kick in soccer, where at least in soccer that's defended, but still the advantage is to the shooter. Basketball, free throw, advantage to the shooter. Defense is at a total disadvantage. They can't do anything other than try to pick the worst free throw shooter on a team to put on the line. Putting, it's the man one alone with his club and the ball, trying to put it into an unguarded hole. Pressure's there, people are watching, the game stops for you. Do you have the mental capacity and do you have the preparation to finish the shot, to make the shot, to win the game, to be successful? Again, real quick review. Hand position with the ball, tee with your thumbs, hand, ball resting on your hand, space in between the palm of your hand. You will push up and through the ball as you raise up. Your elbow will be in, you will finish high. Another fun thing to do when you're talking to kids, tell them you want to see them sniff their armpit. If they're sniffing their armpit, their shot is looking good. Up, sniff the armpit, we don't care if it stinks or not, it's the motion we're looking for. The strength comes from your base, push up, finish with your weight either forward, straight up, never back. When you see guys falling backwards or you see guys hitting their shots off the front of the rim, you know their weight is not back. Again, hopefully this is helpful to you. Again, basketball is a great sport. This is a very important part of the game that is often overlooked. It's something that could be easily fixed with practice and proper form and technique. Thanks again. Once again, my name is Mike Morris, and hopefully you enjoyed this lesson on free throw shooting.